Just a quick one guys before we get into today's video. We have just dropped our July collection. We have the Brendan Rodgers Pope tee along with the Celtic Ultra t-shirts. Do browse the collection by going down to the link in the description or going to celtapparel.com. Let's get into today's video. Welcome back to the channel guys. It'll be much appreciated if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel for daily Celtic content. Whilst on pre-season tour in Australia, West Ham United manager David Moyes was asked about Ange Postecoglou and the pressure he might face in the Premier League and how to handle it. This was his reply. Have a listen.
What advice would you give to Ange to deal with this sort of pressure as a newcomer?
He'll never get more pressure than he did managing Celtic Football Club. Celtic Football Club are probably the third or fourth best supported club in the world, and if you manage Celtic Football Club you're used to pressure, so he'll have no problem.
Celtic will continue their preparations for the new season this week in Japan. Yes, it may have crept up on some of you, but the team are venturing over to Asia for some more training and a couple of relatively high profile matches. Straight Champions League qualification has afforded the club the luxury of an Asian tour, and whilst the South Korean leg has been called off, Japan is still on the cards. Brendan Rodgers' side will face two J1 League sides over the next week, in what was the club's first venture to Japan since 2006. It's not totally clear when the team will fly out, but it does seem likely to be on Monday. The flight should take them roughly 10 hours, while there is currently an 8-hour time difference in Japan. Wednesday's fixture against Yokohama F Marinos is a 7 PM kickoff local time, meaning an 11 AM start in Scotland. Celtic matches kicking off before noon are extremely rare occurrences, so we can look forward to Wednesday. The game is a homecoming for hoops pair Maeda and Iwata as they go up against their former sides. Marinos are the reigning champions of Japan and joint top of the current campaign as well. They are managed by former Rangers player Kevin Muscat and play at the immense Nissan Stadium, the 70,000 capacity arena that hosted the 2022 World Cup final. The team's other fixture is on Saturday against Gamba Osaka. Yokohama and Osaka are around 6 hours apart by car, but there is no further time difference. Again, the game at the neat 40,000 capacity Panasonic Stadium Suta is a 7 PM kickoff, meaning that it will start at 11 AM on Saturday for most of us. Maeda netted in the stadium for Japan against Peru last month, in a match that also saw Kyogo and Hatate start. Gamba Osaka are the club we signed Ideguchi from. The midfielder won't be a part of our plans for the game though, as he's currently back in Japan on loan with Avispa Fukuoka. Both matches are being shown worldwide on Celtic TV, so you can expect the club to be going all out with their coverage. In other news, Celtic don't need to sign another left winger despite Jota's departure. Speaking exclusively to Football Insider, former hoop striker Frank McAvenny insisted there are big signings to come from the Parquet club this summer, but doesn't think a replacement for Jota is high on the priority list. The 24-year-old joined Al Ittihad this summer in a deal worth around £25 million. The Portuguese winger made the permanent switch to the Hoops last summer, following a successful loan spell in the 2021-22 season. He made 83 appearances and netted 28 goals during his 2-year stint in Glasgow. Brendan Rodgers has Maeda, Haksabanovic and Mikey Johnson who can play on the left side of the attack, whilst also new signing Marco Tilio. Although a right winger by trade, he is also able to be deployed on the other side. Johnson has been ruled out of a back injury for around 3 months, and latest arrival Tilio will be also on the sidelines for the start of the season. McAvenny suggested that the Celts don't need reinforcements in attack, even with Jota's departure. Maeda is still there, whether Brendan likes him or not, he told Football Insider. They have got Haksabanovic and Tilio coming in. They have not spent big yet, so there's going to be a couple of big signings coming in. If I know Brendan Rodgers, there will be a couple of big ones coming in. I think a few boys have got to go out first. Celtic fans, what position do you think we need to bolster most importantly? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video guys. Make sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for daily Celtic content. Remember, we have released our brand new Celtic t-shirts. We have our Brendan Rodgers Pope t-shirt and our Celtic Ultra t-shirts too. You can find them at celtapparel.com or just go down to the link in the description. Thank you, take care, bye bye.